Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Jules. I have lost over 50 pounds, gained muscle and strength, and have really turned my health around. And today I'm gonna go into the journey of taking a GLP-1 agonist, Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, and how that actually can help you with muscle building and strength building, and how it's helped me. And I'm gonna break down my workouts, what I do, where I started, what I'm doing right now, and let's get into it. So when I started my journey, I had been lifting weights. I was running. What I've done since then is I have found out that doing lots and lots of cardio does really not help with fat loss. In fact, when you do a ton of cardio, it actually can be counterproductive, which I never knew until I kept doing it and I wasn't seeing the results. And why does that happen? Well, when you do a ton of cardio, it really signals the body to pare down the muscle, to become more efficient. And how it becomes efficient is it breaks down muscle, it pares it down, and it lowers your metabolism. All the things you don't want to happen. So in order to counteract that, what I did was I stopped running and I started walking, and I started focusing more on lifting weights, building strength, and focusing on that. Now, don't get me wrong, cardio is really good for your health. It's good for your mental health. It is good for your fitness, heart health. It's just not really the best thing to do for fat loss. If you enjoy doing the cardio, keep doing it, as long as it's something that you can maintain and continue doing, pretty much for the rest of your life. Will it burn more calories in that moment? Yes, it does. It does burn more calories in that very moment than strength training. However, focusing on building your muscle and building strength is what is going to really rev your metabolism up, especially when you're not doing anything. When you're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, you're not doing anything. When you have more muscle, your metabolism is going to be higher. It's going to rev at a higher rate. And the more muscle you have, the better your insulin sensitivity, which means when you eat something, your metabolic health is better. It's able to uptake the glucose much more efficiently. When you have a lot of adipose tissue, when you have a lot of fat on you, it doesn't do that as well. Or if you are what's called under-muscled, you don't have that ability. And I strongly encourage you, if you're thinking of a weight loss program or on one, definitely implement weight training. So one of the amazing things when you're on a GLP-1 agonist is it actually makes building muscle and strength and muscle recovery easier, faster. There's studies out there where it helps for the uptake of glucose into the muscle and other benefits. So once you start lifting weights, it actually makes the result happen a lot faster. You don't get as sore, so you can get back onto your program. I never really get sore. It's very rare for me to ever get sore. And I love working out. I know not all of you might love working out, but once you start, it becomes a snowball. And I think that you start with 2 days a week, you go to 3, 4, 5, whatever. Even 2 days a week is great. I happen to work out 5, 6 days a week, and I walk every day. So I get those 10,000 steps in, I walk, and I do strength training. Now, what do I do for my strength training? Here's what I do for my strength training. I typically will do a push-pull, meaning I will do a back and a chest on one day, plus core, and then I'll do legs on a different day, and then I'll throw in shoulders here or there. I work out at home exclusively. I do not go to a gym. They're great, but I work from home, so it just makes it more efficient for me to work out here. One of the things I recommend if you're going to work out at home is having some sort of pieces of equipment in your home whether you work out at home exclusively or you go to a gym. But if you have some pieces at home, then you will be more apt to pick up a weight, put a pull-up bar in your doorway and just do a couple of pull-ups every few hours. It really helps with strength building. So one of the things that I love doing, which I didn't used to, is pull-ups. I started with one pull-up and I eventually worked my way up to 2, then 3, and then 4, and then 5. And I did that pretty quickly because what I did was I would jump up on the bar and I would do 5 of them, however long it took, and then I would add 1. And I did it every single day until I started getting sets of them. And it is totally transformational to the body. I noticed the biggest changes when I started doing pull-ups because it gets your back, it gets your biceps, it gets your triceps, it gets your core, it gets everything. And once you start doing them and you start getting on a roll and just start adding to them, you feel pretty badass doing it. You feel really strong, and it is physically transformative. I also do that with push-ups. So my typical workouts are the following. Every other day, I will do sets of pull-ups with push-ups or a chest press or a chest fly. So some sort of chest exercise along with the pull-up. And I will typically do sets that add up to about 100, 125 pull-ups. Again, I never started that way, but I eventually built up to that, and it just feels good, along with the push-ups. And then I'll do some core as well. And on the alternate days, I'll get in my legs, which are typically, compound movements, meaning squats. Again, I use dumbbells only. Eventually, maybe I'll do some other types of equipment, but right now it's working for me. So I use dumbbells. I'll do squats. I will do Romanian deadlifts, which I love, love, love doing those. Those are great for your hamstrings. I'll do one-legged Romanian deadlifts, two-legged, curtsy lunges, regular lunges, all different types of things, clamshells. One of the areas where if you're not sure where to start with your strength training, I love the Peloton Strength app. I think it's amazing. And I've been doing that since 2020. It's fantastic. Their core workouts, unbelievable. So if you're not sure where to start, it's not that expensive and you can do that from home. And it's really fantastic. I tend to do that sometimes, but I also design my own programming and I have noticed amazing results. Now, my muscle and my strength have gone up. I know my body fat has come down. I am going to be going for a DEXA scan, which is the gold standard of measuring body fat, lean muscle mass, and bone density. And once I get those results, I'm going to make a video on that as well, because you can get a scale that kind of tells you those measurements, but they're highly inaccurate. The only thing that's accurate about it is actually the weight. So it'll be interesting to see the differences in what my scale says versus the DEXA scan. Okay, so again, if you are on Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, tirzepatide, semaglutide, tirzepatide, and you are losing weight, you definitely want to get started on a strength training program by lifting some weights. If you want to do that at home, get some dumbbells, or you could do body weight to start with. Get those steps in, get some activity going. Once you start to get stronger, you are going to have more energy. You're going to be able to drop that body fat a lot faster, and you're going to have a better body shape at the end, and you're going to just overall feel so much better. And it makes it easier, again, when you're on the GLP-1 agonists, they make it actually easier to build the muscle. I know that there's a lot of chatter out there that people are losing muscle on this, and they are losing muscle, but you would lose muscle on any diet, on any diet where you have a caloric restriction and you're not eating enough protein and you're not lifting weights, you're going to lose muscle, whether you're on the GLP-1 or not. So you need to lift weights, you need to eat enough protein, protect the muscle, build the muscle, and you're not going to lose it. In fact, you can lose body fat and gain muscle at the same time. I know that there's a lot of folks out there saying you can't, but I'm proof that you can do that at the same time. So twice a week is all it takes. If you want to do more, great, do it. But all it takes is twice a week. So make sure that you go get some dumbbells, go start working out, and you're gonna see all the benefits. Now, if you like this video, like it, subscribe to the video, see my latest updates every week on my GLP journey. Again, I've been maintaining for over a year. I've been on them for almost 2 years at this point. I am still on a weekly shot. I do eat a lot. I'm now able to eat 1,800 to about 2,000 calories a day, which is unbelievable. I focus on high protein and whole foods. I'm going to get into a video on the specifics of what I personally eat in a day or a week to help you out in terms of your journey and what that looks like. So leave a comment. Are you strength training? Are you starting to? Do you have questions? And again, if you like this video, subscribe to it. It really helps to get the message out there. And I really am very passionate about sharing my journey with other people, helping them out, and inspiring your ability to maintain the belief that you can do this. And you can. Stay strong.